Thursday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting once again with Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather streaming channel. Chris, the forecast is kind of turning off to be rather monotonous as far as just hot and dry for the most part.
Yeah, Joe, before we came on the air, we were talking about how the weather map has become pretty inactive and not a lot to talk about other than heat. So that's what we're going to start off here this morning talking about. Is this national weather map is pretty interesting in the fact that we got high pressure centered right over the Rockies, and that's extended all the way to the west coast. We got a high pressure that's sitting over the Carolinas, and that's taking out the southeast. And then we got a high pressure over Wisconsin and the Great Lakes. So that leaves almost the entire U.S. weather map under high pressure, except for what's remaining of the remnants of the Hurricane Beryl, which is now exiting New York, New Hampshire, and Maine here this morning. So as we move into tomorrow, that entire weather map across the country should be under high pressure. And that means we're going to be heading towards 100. Today, we're going to see temperatures climb up there into the upper 90s. We're starting out here this morning with temperatures in the pretty, kind of cool. We're at 60 degrees in Burlington, 58 in Goodland. We got 58 in Colby, 62 in Oberlin, and 61 in McCook with a little bit of haze and some fog out there. So once that burns off here this morning, the winds will turn to a south direction at 10 to 20 miles per hour, and those temperatures will go shooting up there. Starting tomorrow through the weekend and to probably Tuesday, we're looking at a 5-day spell of 100-degree temperatures. Records are 106 to 110. These forecasts are 103, 104, 105 is what we're kind of looking at during the peak of this Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday. And so we need to watch them records of potentially being broke if it does get hotter. Computer models are suggesting that we could see temperatures up there near those record levels, but we've been kind of downplaying it because this ridge does look like it's been trending to weaken a little bit Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So it may not be as strong, and that would allow some thunderstorms and fronts to go around the periphery up there in the Dakotas and Nebraska, and could dampen those temperatures a little bit. So right now we're going to go with below record. The other thing what that means is the heat indices. This is very, very dry air. Relative humidities could only be at 10, 20%. Thus, the ambient temperature and the heat index temperature won't be much difference, only a degree at the most or so. So if we don't hit record temperatures and we're in that 104, 103, we'll stay below advisory criteria. But if we do hit the record temperatures, it'd put an advisory in. Thus far, we would have one. So low humidities, we're not really worried about heat indexes, but the temperatures are going to get very hot. So looking ahead past that 5-day hot spell, the low pressure or the high pressure will retrograde back to the southwest, weaken, and that will allow northwesterly flow. The cold fronts to come through Tuesday night and Wednesday. That'll bring a shot round to showers and thunderstorms. The upper trough and low will move through on Thursday of next week. And that should give us a 2-day period of some 80-degree temperatures, maybe around 90, lows around 60, and some chances for some rain.
Once again, that's Ag meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather streaming channel for 106.1 KYVZ. I'm Joe Vazurek.